I washed my hair on Saturday and today is Wednesday and I've worked out twice since then. Is that gross? Maybe, but whatever, let's just go with it. Today I'm going to show you some really easy ideas on how you can wear your hair when you haven't washed it in several days. Let's go. Let's start with some hair prep because my hair is frizzy in the mid shafts and ends, but super greasy on the roots. I need to make it a bit more manageable to do any of these styles. If you want to skip the hair prep stuff, move ahead to this timestamp. For those of you who actually care, hello, the first thing I'm going to do is start with some dry shampoo. I get asked a lot which dry shampoo I like the most, and to be honest, I don't have much of a preference because I find that they are all kind of the same. The one that I'm using today is Makeover Spray by KMS, but I often also use the super inexpensive Batiste ones from the drugstore. I like to start by spraying this right on the roots in multiple sections, giving yourself a little distance so it doesn't make your hair too chalky. I let it sit for a few minutes to absorb the oil and then I brush it all the way through. I just bought this brush and I really like it. It's a wet brush, so it's great for detangling, but it also has natural boar bristles, which is great for smoothing hair, especially hair that has more texture like mine. Next thing I do is I just wet the mid shafts and ends of my hair a little bit so it becomes more obedient, and then I use my hot air brush to blow it out and smooth the hair. The hot air brush really is a tool that I can't live without. It's the number one thing I reach for when I'm doing pretty much any look. The Revlon one is good. This one is by Blowbrusher, which I don't think is on the market anymore. There are lots of different options for a hot air brush. If you don't have one, I really suggest you get one, especially if you have textured hair that you want to smooth out. Now I take that dry shampoo again and I spray it through the mid shafts and ends to give me more texture and oomph in my dirty hair. The first look I love to wear is a ponytail. I really love ponytails, but how boring would it be if I showed you how to do a regular old ponytail? So I'm going to show you two different tools that you can use for a fluffier looking ponytail. This first tool is called a Pony-O. I did a video about it years ago and I really do still love it. It's a silicone ring that you use 2 fingers to pull your hair through. You flatten it, you spread your hair across it, and then you fold both ends down. There is a little bit of a learning curve with this, but once you figure it out, it really is awesome. They also have something called Bling rings that are magnetic that you can wear on top to dazzle it up. Because I have some thinning on the sides, I fill those sections in with a product called Me Cosmetics. This is a scalp foundation and I use the darkest available shade. If you want to try this technique without the investment, just use a matte shadow and a densely packed brush. I did a whole video on that, so I'll leave it in the cards and in the description box if you want to learn how to fill in shallow areas when you're wearing your hair up. Here's our finished look. It's super simple but super cute. Another ponytail tool is the PonyFull by Kitsch. I have mixed feelings about this, but I'll show you how to use it anyway. So what you do is you put your hair in a regular ponytail, but do not wrap the elastic too many times around the base of the ponytail. Leave that elastic a tiny bit looser than you normally would. Then you take this little stopper thing and you insert it into the elastic. The hair sits over it and puffs up. For this tutorial, I initially used the clear elastic that it comes with, but I redid it with a black elastic because I found that the clear elastic was just giving me way too many bumps in the front of my head and it also wasn't holding my hair very well. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think of this, if you like it or not. There is something very 90s about this look and I love the 90s, but I'm always a bit unsure about the PonyFull. Every time I put it in, I don't feel 100% confident. I'm not sure why, but it's an option for you guys if you want to puff up your ponytail. This next look is very popular in the celebrity world right now and it couldn't be easier. It's a very slick mid-head bun. So what I like to do here is add a bit of styling cream to get rid of all the flyaways. This one is by Hairstory and it's my favorite. It looks and feels a lot like facial moisturizer, but it's for your hair. It's great for very slick looks or for textured hair that needs control. Then I simply put my hair in a mid-head ponytail. Now I'm gonna do a rope braided bun. So what I do is I split my ponytail in half and I twist both sides in the same direction. Then when I have that, I twist the twist together, but in the opposite direction. and then I secure it with a tiny stretchy elastic. I pinch out a bit of texture and I secure it with bobby pins. If your hair is longer than mine, this really will look way better, but it still works on my shorter hair length, so I'm just gonna go with it. You can finish this off with some hairspray to tame any little flyaways. Sebastian Shaper and Shaper Plus are my ride or die hairsprays. It's literally the only hairspray I use on myself and on everyone. I haven't been able to find another one that I like more than this. Again, if you have any scalp showing, you can quickly touch that up so it looks more perfect. And there you have it. The next look is a little bit extra, but I still love it. It's summer, it's festival season, and I think this looks really cute with a swimsuit on the beach. What I did here is I took 2 scarves that I bought on Amazon and I tied them together and then I twisted them. I tied a bow at the front of my head and tucked in the ends by twisting. I know this look isn't for everyone, but I don't know, I just think it's adorable. I'm going to show you a second way to tie a scarf that's a little more comfortable for people that aren't so extravagant and a little more comfortable for more age groups. So for this wrap, we are going to start by tying the scarf together the same way that we did before, but what I do now is twist both sections to one direction, and then I twist the sections together in the opposite direction. Again, this is a rope braid. So just like I rope braided my hair earlier, I am rope braiding the scarf. Then I just twist the twists in on itself into a little bun and I tuck in the ends. This is a toned down version of the previous look and is a great option if you just want to jazz up your summer look, but you aren't quite as extra as me. This next look is one that I often resort to because I just find it super easy, chic, and pretty current at the moment. All I do here is part my hair in the middle and put it into a nice low, very slick ponytail. I love accessorizing one side of this, and the sky is the limit here. You can pick up accessories from Kitsch or from Icing or even Ardennes and add a little cluster to one side of the part. Some people really love leaving some face framing on the front of this pony, but I personally find that when the hair is dirty, it just doesn't look great, and you can see that here. So I always choose to tuck it back. If your hair is not as dirty as mine, you could leave some face framing layers to soften the front. And here is my final look. It's so simple, but honestly, I feel my prettiest when my hair is in this look, and I don't even know why. I just love how simple it is and how chic and clean it is. This next look is an awesome hack. This is probably the coolest of all of these looks, so you're gonna love it. So start by splitting your hair in half and put it into 2 high ponytails, but don't pull it through all the way so that you end up with 2 floppy, ridiculous looking buns on the top of your head. Now all you have to do is loop one through the other one and then take a few pins and pin it in place. When you are pinning buns, don't open the bobby pins, just stick them in closed. Trust me, it will hold the hair but not collapse the shape when you do it this way. This is one mistake that I see a lot of people making. And there you have it. How fancy and awesome does this look? I'm actually obsessed with this hack. It is such a good one. Thank you guys for hanging out. Subscribe if you like these sorts of videos and give me a thumbs up if you want to see more tutorials like this one. I'll catch you next week.